What's up, cuties? Welcome to Chit Chat with QT. Join me as I discuss hot topics, celebrity news and gossip, reality TV show recaps, and more. Everything that I discuss are my own personal opinions for entertainment purposes only. Now, before I get started, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and sit back and enjoy. What's up, cuties? Happy Friday to you guys. Thank you guys for joining me for this Hot Topics Live. Child, I am multitasking. I am in the process of uploading a video that I'll be dropping to the cutie crew. It is part 2 to one of the bees with no boundaries that we discussed last night. Well, this lady isn't a bee, but you guys know we discussed. Look how I'm starting this live off, child. You guys know we discussed the viral story coming out of Raleigh, North Carolina, with the stepmama walking with the biological mom and the dad. And the step mammy lied, pet H. Lied, sis. It was all lies. So I think I'm gonna schedule that for this evening. And for those of you that are not members of my Patreon, you'll see it at about 8 p.m. Central Standard Time or so. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, today, and I am going to say some quick hellos, but today we're going to be discussing some hot topics. You guys see the thumbnail. We got Wendy, we got Dr. Heavenly, Toya, we got Trina, and we got Trina Braxton and the niece Ashley. We're going to touch on that, and I got a couple more. But shout out to Mama V, the first one in the chat tonight. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building. I see Teresa Wright. I see Pink Diva. Bridget J. Girl, what's going on? How are you, sis? I know you are at work. Make that money. Gia, I know we just got finished chatting. Love you. But to the cutie mods, again, we got the legend of the mods, Linda Gamble, Teresa Wright. I am Pink Diva, and I am scrolling. Shout out to Tara. Tara sent me a message because I asked her, please don't give memberships. You know how we get down back there, and we want those that, we just want people that want that, not just any old body. So thank you for being understanding, Tyra. I did get your DM about that. Hey, Bravo. All right, we're going to get started, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, hey, DG, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. Committed to the journey is in the building. Terry T Baby for life, baby, is here. Welcome. Who I miss up here? Joy S, Peach Prince. Welcome. Breen is here. Hey, Breen. Hey, love my mama. You was in the bushes yesterday because you was a little under the weather, taking care of your mom and husband, but God, it was a very good live. And Aunt Debbie cut up last night, didn't she, child? Ooh, child. Aunt Debbie cut up. Thank you, sis, for even being in the bushes. I hope you feel better. And look, mom and taking care of mom and your hubby is always top priority. We get it. You know? But let's get started, guys, because I do have to be on Patreon in another hour and about 10 minutes. Tonight, we will be watching over there the season finale after 3 episodes, child, or 5 of Bell Collective. And yeah, I was going to touch on that a little bit in this live, but I'm not. But Glenn is recommitting yet again to Letitia Pierce. Again, child. How many recommitment ceremonies are they supposed to have? Carlos Kang, you need your arse beat. How did show only have 5 episodes and y'all at the reunion and all that already? I just don't understand what's going on. I don't care. Let me make that clear. I really don't. But yeah, that's crazy to me. That is crazy. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Hey, CC, welcome, sis. Welcome. All right, guys. This first story is heartbreaking, and I definitely want to make sure that we do watch this and discuss it because if you're a sister, you know that there are studies that show that Black women aren't treated fairly when it comes to them in during labor and giving birth, depending on the facility, the facility where you are and all of that. Yeah, studies have shown that Black women aren't treated fairly, and baby, this is proof. This broke my heart when I saw this earlier this morning. I actually teared up. How cruel. So I want you guys to take a look of this viral clip that's going around of this woman being in labor in Dallas, Texas. She was at Dallas Regional Medical Center, and they let her sit there, child, for 30 minutes. Didn't take her back. She walked into the hospital in labor. This was so hard to watch. So let's go ahead and take a look. Put in the chat if you've ever experienced anything like this. Heartbreaking.
Now, is your what? How many times have you been pregnant? 3. This is your third pregnancy?
You see how she's sitting there asking her questions? Do you not see the pain that this lady is in? F them questions. That shit could have waited. We're not done, though.
You have 2 babies at home? Who's your doctor?
Lang is her doctor. Y'all treat all your patients like this or just the Black ones?
I'm so glad the mom asked that question. Y'all treat all your patients like this or just the Black ones? She over there, baby, I probably would have picked up that monitor and popped her dead over the head with it. You over there typing slowly, asking all of these questions. Anything could have happened in this time period. Anything could have happened. The baby could have been in distress. Anything. The mom clearly is in distress. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and finish. She on the phone. I got a patient for you. You guys tell me. You couldn't watch it, Pet H? Okay, you guys put it on mute or something. Put your phone down while we talking about this. Why are you calling a doctor on the phone like this lady just showed up for a doctor's appointment? She's in labor. She's in baby, I would have put them paws up. That whole office that we sitting in right there would have been tore up. But the lady that just asked her that is the mom of this young lady that's in labor. Let's continue.
Last name is Jones. She's cheaper than you two. Not sure when the date is. Now, is your doctor?
Hold on, guys.
What?
Let's go to the next one. I'm trying to answer Teresa.
Her due date is the 10th.
10.
She had 3 pregnancies, 2 babies at home.
Poor lady.
I bet y'all listen next time. When you found out you were delivering at this hospital, your ass should have changed doctors.
It is very hard to look at. Reen, I'm going to go back to your comments because you said as a nurse. As a nurse. Where is it? Here it is. Wow. As a nurse, this is unacceptable, heartbreaking, and torture. For those of us that can't even listen to it without, feeling some type of way. Just imagine that young lady that was sitting there going through that torture. But the mom said at the end, you guys heard her. I bet you guys will listen next time. She said, when you found out you were going to be delivering at this hospital, I told y'all you should have changed it, So obviously, allegedly, this hospital probably has a history of treating Black women, Black girls, whatever you want to call them, horribly, excuse me, while they are in labor and ready to give birth. And I just hope, my goodness, that they sue and win. You know what I mean? They said that it was on social media that she had this baby. Oh, where it's on the screen. Her son was born 12 minutes later. So that lets you know that she was in dire need for care as soon as she arrived there. Teresa, you asked, was that the emergency room? And yes, ma'am. If you can look, you can see the lobby behind this window here. And that is so cruel. That is so very cruel. It really is. Hey, Erica. Hey, Shorten. Hey, let's be clear. And I wish I had. Hey, the elegant elephant. Baby, that video you sent me, I cackled. Uh, yes, very painful, and heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. So, thank goodness that she was able to give birth to her son and he is healthy. But sue they ass, because a lot of people, we've seen stories. The young lady where they pulled the baby's head off while she was trying to give birth. What is the judge name that used to be on TV? Judge Glenda, I think, is something. Anyway, her son and his wife, were pregnant. The wife went into labor. She died. And, they sued and I believe won. The one that I just mentioned about the baby, unfortunately, being beheaded, they sued and won and still waiting on more judgments from, because they sued everybody as they should. So it just broke my heart. It broke my heart. I wish we could spend Judge Hatchett. Thank you. Veronica Monroe. Thanks, sis. Judge Hatchett. Isn't her first name Glenda? I believe so. But yeah, it's cruel. It's heartbreaking. And that is the first video that I saw when I got on Instagram today. And yeah, broke my heart. Broke my heart. And I'm not going to talk about too much personal issues, but I have a family member that went into labor. Well, went for I believe, like one of the final appointments leading up to the due date. Clearly, the baby was in distress. They admitted her, but they didn't induce her. And unfortunately, the baby passed away. That was a couple years ago. And that was right here in not Vegas, but Nevada. Yeah, close to Reno. So it's sad, it's heartbreaking, and something needs to be done because, like I said, the studies show this is normal. This is normal for a lot of Black women, Black families. Heartbreaking. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. You guys know I'm rushing. Do I want to? Let's just touch on this real quick before I get to what order do I want to go in? I think I want to touch on this. Yeah, then this, and then we'll get to that. All right, let's get into Ray J real quickly. You guys know Ray J has been acting a complete fool, and the Kardashians sued him because recently Ray J came out and said that the Kardashians were involved in a RICO case. So Kim and Kris Jenner then sued Ray J for claiming that. They said he's unable to accept the end of his fleeting relationship with Kim Kardashian over 20 years ago. And I don't think that's the case at all, and And the reason why is, you guys see on the screen here, Ray J accepted a $6 million payment from the Kardashians about that whole X tape. Hold on, guys. Let me, what's today? Today is the 14th. Give me 1 second. This video finally stopped processing. Let's do this. Sorry, I want to save it before YouTube do what it do. Okay. So yeah, back in the day, they wanted to keep Ray J quiet about that whole X tape. You guys know the X tape. That's how that's how Kim and the Kardashians are who they are today. Hey, little sis, trending. Oh, I got to do that again. Let me take a sip, little sis. Hold on. I can't say it like that. That's my little sis trending. Hey, little sis, thank you so much for stopping through. Love you, love you, love you. I was just looking at something of yours over there on Instagram, a video that you were reacting to. But thank you for joining me, little sis. Hey, Brittany Janae. So anyway, you guys know that X tape that they said that was leaked really wasn't leaked. Ray J came out and even said that Kris Jenner had him and allegedly and Kim Kardashian to redo that tape back then. But they ended up paying him $6 million and he's countersuing them now based off of their lawsuit that they have filed against him. And this is what I can guarantee. They gonna settle with Ray J. Mark my words. They are going to settle. Hey, Rosemary. Hey, J28. Child, I see all these names like J28. I just got finished talking to you. Child, be talking to everybody. Hey, Miss Lady. But J28, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know I'm praying for you and your family. But anyway, they gonna settle with him because they're not going to want, in my opinion, they're not gonna want everything that they know that Ray J know to come out. They would have been better off just letting all of this be out here and then just fall away to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? People stop talking about it and don't even worry about it. But with them suing him, yeah. And I don't agree with a lot of things that Ray J do, but I believe him when it comes to the Kardashians. I believe him. And I think he gonna get some more money. But this is what he had to say when he talked about a RICO case. Let's go ahead and take a look. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk.
The federal RICO I'm about to drop on Kris and Kim is about to be crazy. I'm talking about, I'm on the news every day, like, yeah. Meaning, like, I'm gonna say a lot of shit, but
got a little bounce, you know, you walking, what should you be?
I'm not gonna play it all, but you guys heard it. But anyway, according to TMZ, Ray J said that he believes that that lawsuit that they filed was to weaponize the judicial system and shrink their contractual obligations. He claims that Kim and Kris were in on their infamous X tape being released. After shooting it in 2003, they allegedly discussed releasing the content years later in 2006, and Kim reportedly insisted her mother Kris be in charge of putting that tape out. In addition, Ray J also claims that he was falsely accused of sexually assaulting Kim while she was asleep by Kanye West. And that did air on an episode of The Kardashians. So if I were Ray J, not only would I sue the Kardashians, I would sue Kanye, and I will sue, what network are they on? I don't watch that mess. I think it's on Hulu or something now. But yeah, I will sue all of them as well. So I'll keep my eye out on this. This person said, I can't wait for this to go to trial. And if there is a trial, I think they're going to settle. Kim talking about Chat GPT calls her tonight. Girl, bye. You know, Kim Kardashian, good luck to her. Everybody can do, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that they want to do in life. I'm not going to knock her on trying to become a lawyer, but, you know, she failed. She failed. That's it. That's all. Okay. Thank you, J28. It is Hulu. I don't watch. I don't watch. Peach Prince said, is Kim going to be the lawyer? Oh, she can't because she still can't pass that bar, child. Peach Prince, you are messy. You are messy. So yeah, we'll keep our eye out on it. Like the person in the comments said, they can't wait for it to go to trial. If it do go to trial, child, I will be talking about it, but I don't think it's gonna make it. Before I even move on to this, do you guys think that Ray J, whose side are you on? Put a 1 in the chat if you're on Ray J's side when it comes to this. Put a 2 in the side if you think that the Kardashians have a right to sue him for talking reckless. Dog it, the way that I put that, I kind of do feel like they have a right to sue him for talking reckless, but is he really talking reckless? And yeah, once you start paying, we've been talking about this week. Once you start secretly paying settlements and all of that, you guilty. All right, I see we all on the same page. Hey, Lulu B. I feel so odd calling you Lulu B. Hey, CMF. Hey, DeSarah, how are you, sis? Welcome, welcome. And BJ. Oh, BJ said too. All right, BJ, I ain't mad with you. I wish I had time to debate you, but I don't. I'm going with Rosemary. I'm going with my Rosemary. Period, point blank. Rosemary said one it is. One it is. Look, let's go together. Committed to the journey. Let's go together. If you flying to LA, child, I'm flying too. I'll be out there. I ain't gonna miss this one. Okay. What are they suing for? It's not defamation, is it? Well, I think that I know you asked DG, but I think that it would be defamation if they are not being investigated for a RICO. He said the feds are building a case against Kim and Chris, and he also said it's going to be worse than Diddy's. So that could be DG. We need your expertise, sis, but let us know. Defamation has to be a false statement and has to injure/damage their reputation because they're the ones that's suing him for defamation. So with him saying that, hey, Tanya Michelle, with him saying that, DG, and we'll move on, that the feds are building a case against them. And if that isn't true, if that did cause injury to their reputation and all of that, do they have a case against Ray J? Let me know. Let me know. Hello, Chanel, number 1783. Ray J needs some serious help right now. Okay. Lulu, you don't want me to call you to be? Well, I was calling you Lula at first. I'll call you Lulu, sis. I will. All right, let's get into another nut, in my opinion, and I'm talking about Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez. He appealed his case, and they threw that shit right on out. And it's a couple things because we talked about this when he was initially arrested. I didn't continue to cover this, but I've been said Ray J is guilty. A lot of people feel like not Ray J, excuse me, Tory Lanez, guilty. I just don't think that Meg would have had to come out here if she was lying and she was on top of the charts and all of that. That is career suicide. There's no reason to lie. Plus, there was damages. But anyway, when Tory Lanez tried to appeal, he didn't challenge the judge finding that his post-shooting conduct was a major aggravator for sentencing. So his post-pow-powing conduct was he was taunting Meg Thee Stallion on all social media platforms, said she was lying, paid off her friend Kelsey. He was doing a whole lot of stuff because he was secure that he didn't think that they were going to find him guilty. So when he appealed, he didn't challenge them saying that, yeah, after that shooting, you was out here taunting this girl and everything else. What he did challenge was the vulnerable victim finding for Megan. And he said she knew of a possible pow-pow and she had time to run or duck. Can you guys believe that? She knew that he had a pow on him. And even though I hung out the side of that SUV with that pow in my hand, it was her obligation to run and duck. That's not my fault. Unbelievable. But anyway, I want you guys to listen to this audio. This was the audio that was released initially the day after that incident, the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care if bullets ricocheted off a ground and hit her, and if it, I don't care about none of that, because guess what? It could have unalived her. So for people trying to reason with that, and it was so sickening back then. People say, well, she a big girl. She go by Stallion. That didn't hurt her and all of that. Just a mess. He is the menace, CC. Bravo said he needs to just sit down in those striped of orange, legally provided onesies and shut the hell up. You didn't say hell. I did. But the appellate justices who affirmed or held up Tory Lane's convictions and sentence for the powing of Megan Thee Stallion included in their written opinion a transcript of his call to Kelsey and his text to Megan after the powing. So I want you guys, and thank you, Megan Conniff. Megan included the actual audio, so we don't have to read the transcript. But you guys take a listen. I hope I push pause. It may be playing already. Let's see. Here you go.
Don't talk to me ever again, but I want you to know that I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like that. I never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so, whatever. But, you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right.
So if you guys can hear that, he was saying that he was so drunk, he didn't know what the hell was going on. And oh my God, I know she's not going to forgive me and all of that. If you didn't do anything, what are you saying all this for? That was my stance back then and still to this day. Let's go ahead and continue.
That's not going to be my actions right, bro. Just keep me sorry, bro. I never even move like that, bro. Like, never move like that at all, bro. Like, girl, talk.
Well, a lot that happened, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in the state, like, what happened after that? Regardless, I know she's trying to ever gonna talk to me ever again, but
I know she's probably not going to ever talk to me again. I just want, the people that still seem to believe that this man didn't do this to hear him in his own words. Why would Megan not talk to him ever again? Because you shot her. That's why.
I just want you to know, bro. I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know.
Okay, so that's the end of that. But here is his text message that he sent to Megan. Meg, I know you probably never going to talk to me again, but I genuinely want you to know I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. And I was just too drunk. Nonetheless, ish should have never happened. And I can't change what I did. I just feel horrible because I genuinely just got too drunk. I love you and I hope you're okay. Before we move on, is that an admittance of guilt? Because I think so. And I thought so then, and I still think so now. Keep his little bitty ass right there where he is. And then once his sentence is over, go ahead and deport him right on back to Canada. Facts, Brittany Janae. Facts. Ain't no I'm sorry, punk. And this is the sad part, and we're going to move on. Megan, she didn't go after him initially. She's from the hood, born and raised in Texas. And, some people honor that street code. So she didn't snitch on him or anything. But then once she saw how he started to try to, well, no, the prosecutors picked the case up. They picked the case up based off of what they saw when she was rushed to the hospital. They saw her injuries and all of that. But she fully cooperated with them after that because, what you're not going to do is get on here and lie. What you're not going to do is pay off my ex-best friend and the both of you all lie. So he in there. He going to be in there until his sentence is over. Period, point blank. The appeal, they denied it. Take your little ass on somewhere. Thank you, CC. Sounds like an admission to me. Confessions of guilt. Period. J28 said the same thing. Taretha said the same thing. DG said intoxication is not a legal defense. Period, point blank. There are no oops. Can you go into a courtroom if you pow someone and they unfortunately pass away? So to exactly what DG just said, that's not a legal defense. You can't go in there and say, yeah, I know the person passed, but I was drunk. But the treatment that Meg the Stallion has had to experience since that has been hard to watch. Shout out to Clay Thompson, her new man. She has been in therapy. You guys know, or you should know, that she had lost her mom and all of that. She's been through a lot. So I'm glad that they tossed that shit right on out. She's also in court with, what's the YouTuber name? Milagro. She has a current case going on with Milagro, I think it is. And Tory Lanez is all involved up in there as well because he was paying, allegedly, Milagro to put out certain stories and all of that. So I know Megan is tired, child. Megan the Stallion, go ahead and you and Clay get married. Go on, get pregnant. Take a break because I just know that she needs to shut the world off sometimes, Yeah, sorry for what, but stay inside and move on. Yeah, the minions going after Megan ever since the incident, including now. I agree, and it's so sad to watch. He gets a dummy ass. He absolutely get the dummy ass award and a one-way ticket to Hates on Fire. What's Hayes on Fire, child? I think she won that case. Is it over already, DeSarah? Because I just saw clips this week, like on Neighborhood Talk and Shade Room and all of that. I hope she did. So continue prayers going up to Meg the Stallion. And Tory Lanez, I never did like his little bitty ass. I will say this. Bravo to your point. It was absolutely a dummy ass award because he took over the scenes when it comes to when the pandy was happening. I don't know if you guys remember, but he's the one that really kicked off doing lives and live music and all of that. And eventually some of that turned into the verses and all of that. But he ruled social media during that time because everybody was in the house and everybody was tuning in to him, so and I was okay with him then. I hear his music is good. I don't know. But yeah, he's where he should be, and I hope that he remains. Okay. We're gonna keep it moving. I'm looking at this clock. I gotta be over there with them Patroni cuties. You guys see on the thumbnail, I got Toya. On my thumbnail, and Toya said, hell no, she ain't voting for Dr. Heavenly. Anybody live in Georgia? Are you guys going to vote for Heavenly? And let me let you hear what Toya had to say. The ladies are at BravoCon, and Toya said, yeah, she's just not polished enough for me. No. So take a look. I got a cackle. I sure did. Let me get Bravo's comment. Hey, L'Oreal. Oh, okay. Thank you, Bravo. I'm like, what the hell? And I just said it, huh? Welcome, L'Oreal. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Put a one in the chat if you think that Heavenly deserve a chance to run and represent the people. Let me know. Oh, good point, Teresa. Good point. Let's take a listen to Toya.
This last one is a little messy. It's a quick answer. Does Heavenly have your vote? No, she doesn't. For me, yes, absolutely. Unequivocal. I'm not one of those individuals.
So Contessa said yes, and Toya said no. Oh, you guys said 2. Peach Prince, what 0 mean? I'm gonna put a 1.5 because I agree with what Teresa said. Only if she's running against the other side for me. And if I had the chance to vote and those were the only 2 options, absolutely I would vote for Heavenly. But otherwise, no. But listen to what Toya had to say, guys.
Individuals who are just going to vote for someone just because they're my friend. You know, you have to show me that you're worthy of the position. And right now, we need to take it very seriously. We have a lot of people in positions in office, and it's a mess. And I'm not going to add to the mess. You know, so when she shows me that she's cleaned herself up and that she's polished and she knows how to answer the questions in a way that's for the people, she'll have my vote. But as a leader, no, not this.
You guys heard that. Did you hear it? What a great answer, Toya. Toya says she has to show me that she's worthy. I'm not just gonna vote for her because she's my friend. And yeah, she gotta get a little bit more polished. You can't be out here saying your mama. Thank you, Peach Prince. You can't be out here saying your mama. Out here cutting up. Out here be this, be that, and we've seen Heavenly in action for years. And I totally agree with Toya. I do. But bravo. Did you see Teresa's? That's the only reason why I put a 1.5. If, and I'm not going to scroll up and try to find it, but let's say if the other person that Heavenly is running against got any of these traits right here, she would have to get my vote in spite of. I would rather take a chance on her than that. You get what I'm saying? But great answer, Toya. Great answer. Hey, little sis. Both of my little sisters in the building today. Hey, Sammy. I know we chatted as well, child. Baby, I am a hands-on sister. Do you hear me? I didn't talk about 5'6" cuticle. Rosemary, you next on my list. I'll be texting you tomorrow to call me, sis, tomorrow afternoon, evening, somewhere. Anyway, welcome, Sammy. Love you, little sis. Okay, and Cheryl Canada is here. BJ said, I agree with Toya. I was so impressed, I want to play it again. Let's listen. I'm not going to interrupt it. One more again. Let's take a listen to hear exactly what Toya had to say. But Dr. Heavenly did respond. She said, my existence is a mirror of her failures. And then she hashtag Dr. Heavenly for Georgia. Let's take a listen.
This last one is a little messy. It's a quick answer. Does Heavenly have your vote? No, she doesn't. For me, yes, absolutely. Unequivocal. I'm not one of those individuals who are just going to vote for someone just because they're my friend. You know, you have to show me that you're worthy of the position. And right now, we need to take it very seriously. We have a lot of people in positions in office, and it's a mess. And I'm not going to add to the mess. You know, so when she shows me that she's cleaned herself up and that she's polished and she knows how to answer the questions in a way that's for the people, she'll have my vote. But as a leader, no. Now, this last one is a little mess.
She said she's not going to add to the mess, meaning Heavenly's ass is messy. Heavenly, that's why it is important. It is important, especially if you have ambitions such as those to run for office. Yeah, your past is absolutely going to come into play. So I don't know if Toya's voice and her opinions will be enough to cause Heavenly to lose or not. But I can guarantee you there are absolutely people that agree with Toya. And I'm one of them. Okay. You do, sis. You agree with me on that. Okay. Lulu B said, great point. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Toya, I hope you're just not talking. Be for real now, girl. Ooh, Teresa said, go away from here with that, Toya. Time will tell. I will say good luck to Heavenly. I ain't no hater, child. Good luck to Heavenly. But we shall see. We shall see whether she wins or not. Let's go ahead and get on into this next little tidbit. It is about Wendy Osefo. Wendy is at BravoCon. Wendy said, look, I know I was arrested and booked and charged and all of that with insurance fraud. I have to continue living my life. And baby, Wendy is on stage at BravoCon, dressed to impress like she always have been. Well, not always, child. Hair laid, but not like in that mug shot. And she spoke on the insurance claims, the fraud charges. Now, Bravo, this is on Neighborhood Talk. We'll take a chance. I'm going to play it twice. I'm going to play it from the Neighborhood Talk and then without this cover. And then I'll also play it again just in case Bravo try to do something with the channel. They own their content, okay? But take a listen to what Wendy had to say. Do you guys think that she should be in the house with the drapes drawn and lights off and just sitting there crying every day? Or do you think that she should be out and about living her regular life? Let me know. Take a listen.
That has come up in headlines recently. First of all, I want to check in with you and just ask, how are you doing? Your wonderful family. How are you guys doing? Hi, Zuri. Hi, audience. Well, first, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out to my family during this time. I read your messages. I can't respond to everyone, but your love and support means the world to me. It's an unfortunate situation. And right now, I can't say too much, but I will say when the time is right, I will share my story with everyone. And for now, they're just allegations. So we will continue to push forward. Okay. I know that's right.
All right, you guys heard Wendy. She said for now, and I'm not gonna play it again. If they take it off, they take it off. To the replay, gang, you missed it. She needs money for her defense. Great point, J28. Tasha said, I was surprised to see Wendy out and about like nothing is going on. My question to you guys is this. I could have been there, Deborah. Teresa had a friend that was selling tickets for BravoCon, and you guys know it is in Vegas, but it was just one ticket, child. If I could have took my home girl, I would have gone, but anyway, dog it, what was I about to say about that? I just lost my train of thoughts. Hopefully it'll come back. Shoot. Oh, this is what it was. You guys heard Wendy say that they're only allegations. Is it still allegations? I guess innocent until proven guilty. But if they have already shared, I'm talking about the police that came out, that they have the receipts for a lot of this stuff, the actual receipts that Wendy held on to, took a lot of that stuff back to the stores. The stores confirmed that she did return it, and she put that in those claims against, her insurance companies. To me, that's not allegations. That's evidence. That's evidence. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this next one was. Hold on. And then I'm gonna read your comments. I see some good comments. Okay, so that was it. Oh, I have
right now.
There was another video of them asking her, well, why are you here? And basically she said the same thing, that she definitely just have to continue to live her life and push through. And it seems like Joy S feels the same. Wendy has to continue her life. I would do the same. And if I'm keeping it real, I'm going to do the same as well. But that would be a regular life. As far as me getting up in front of all of these people at shows and all of that, I don't know if I can do that, Joy S. That's a little delulu to me. I wouldn't do that. It'd be different if she had already gone to court and she's been found not guilty. Then yeah, show back up with your head held high. But other than that, Bravo said share her story or confess. Now Peach Prince, look, you got a point there. I wish I had time to talk about the MEP files. But you said if you can be in office with 36 felony counts, Wendy can be at BravoCon. Good point. What a way to bring it back, bring us back to down to reality, child. Teresa Wright, when the feds come, they gotcha. They gotcha. Tasha said, yes, I would live my life, but not out in the open like this. I totally agree with you. It's still allegations despite any evidence the prosecution may have. They are only establishing a preliminary burden of proof. I agree. This isn't a fair case, though. It's a local sheriff's office making a state law case, in my understanding. I thought it was feds. I absolutely will do a quick search, but I agree with Teresa. I thought it was the feds. Let's see. Give me 1 second. We're going to do this live. All right, DG. Teresa, that's why she get paid the big bucks, child. This is her field, but it does say the criminal case against Wendy and Eddie Osefo for insurance fraud and conspiracy is a state case, specifically in Maryland. They were arrested by the Carroll County Sheriff's Office and the Westminster Police Department in Westminster, Maryland. I'll read the rest of this and then we'll continue. The charges against them were brought by a grand jury and include counts of insurance fraud, conspiracy to commit insurance fraud, and making a false statement to a popo. The case stems from a reported burglary that the couple claimed occurred at their Maryland home in April 2024. Federal courts typically handle cases involving federal laws such as tax evasion or drug, trafficking and all of that. All right, so thank you, DG. DG set us straight. Hey, always, India, how are you, sis? How are you? 81 likes, 136 in the chat. Hit the like button for me. And let's go ahead and continue to our next story. And I believe this is going to be, it is our last story. But you guys know that I am disgusted, you should, with Trina Braxton. And the way that she's been going against her niece, Ashley. And those of us that have followed this story, we know that Ashley came out and told her truth about what happened allegedly with Trina's ex-husband, Gabe. And I believe Ashley. So before I even get to what Trina and I'm sorry, her husband weird as hell, because she was married to Gabe, sir. How you talking about what's the truth or not? Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's go ahead and take a look. Tamar responded. She says, shaking my head, and I'm with Tamar on this. I am. Trina, you are disgusting, and you are the reason why a lot of girls don't speak up about actual AB use or improper touching or improper communication and all of that. This weird as hell to me. But take a look and a listen. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk.
I don't know why they said it, but everybody needs to to their own. Just because someone says it's their truth doesn't make it the truth. Okay. We'll do one more dog in here because
I don't know if you guys heard her husband, Vaughn, but he said it's not true. I could tell you that right now. So I am gonna play it again, but let's continue.
It was fun. So I don't know why they said it, but everybody entitled to their own. Just because someone says it's their truth doesn't make it the truth.
Did you guys hear him? It is not true. I could tell you that right now. Disgusting. Disgusting. He was not even around. That's my whole point. And Ashley came out and gave a life update. But I was just more drawn to her description, what she put in her caption. So I'm not going to play Ashley's. Let's see if I could share her link though. I'm not going to play her YouTube video, but I am going to read what she said. And she said, if you've ever been silenced, you know. If you haven't spoken up yet, you can. Sharing my story doesn't make me anything but brave. Ask your families about SA. Have a conversation. Give them a safe space. And women to young women, be kind. I don't care what anyone says. I'm extremely proud of me. And please remember, the world needs your voice, not your silence. Kudos to Ashley. And as I mentioned, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. You guys make sure after this video, child, that you go over to Ashley Braxton's YouTube channel. Hold on, guys. I'll grab it again and take a look. It's only like a 10-minute video, almost 11-minute video. She's in Barcelona and she is absolutely brave. Kudos to her. My little sis Trendon said that makes me say check on his nieces, in my opinion. Facts. Because you, sir, that was before your time. How you saying that with your chest? That's not the truth. I could tell you that right now. How you saying that with your chest? It is so sad. We talk about all the time, child, about sweeping stuff under the rugs, especially when it comes to Black families and all of that. A lot of families do it, but I'm Black. So I'm talking about Black families. And yeah, enough of that. Enough of that. And I would just really, really like to know, when it comes to Trina, why you dying on this hill? Gabe is gone. Obviously, you weren't there. Secondly, if you have proof that nothing ever happened with text messages and all of that, you could have gone down and pulled the whole history of phone plans and records and all of that and presented that. But to us, and especially to me, your ass ain't shit as this girl's aunt. For you not to believe her, for you to double down on it, and for you to keep talking about it and keep defending Gabe. May Gabe rest in peace. Don't get me wrong. But if his ass did that, he's trash. And I, for one, believe Ashley. I believe her. We always screaming and hollering, protect Black women, believe Black women. And here it is, the aunt is not choosing to believe her own niece, even after her ex-husband has passed away. And she had cheating issues and every damn thing else when it comes to when she was married with Gabe. So why is that so hard for you to believe? Why is that so hard? You know, a lot of times, just the seriousness of situations like this, we've heard of young ladies and look, boys as well, that has unalived themselves and all of that, feeling like they had to have done something for that to happen to them. And I'm just glad to look at Ashley's video, to read that caption that I just read to you guys of her being brave. People are reaching out to her and DMing her and emailing her as a form of support. And she needs it because she definitely ain't got Trina's. She ain't got Tony's. She ain't, and I'm saying ain't on purpose. And she ain't got Tawanda. She ain't got Drop It Low, Spread It Wide, Evelyn. She ain't got none of their support. Her daddy, he put a cease and desist out. That could cause this girl to do something to herself. Because She would rather have them standing behind her than us. You know what I mean? That shit is crazy to me. It really, really is. Erica Yvette said, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Wendy or her husband ever got the opportunity to actually receive the money from the insurance company. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they attempted. I'm going to correct you. Let me take a sip. So they had two different insurance companies. One insurance company paid out $25,000. The other insurance company, allegedly, I believe that was the one that was $425,000. They didn't pay out. So I'm sure just that amount, period, was a trigger for them to look into this further. So, you know, you partially right, sis. One paid out, one didn't. Trina might be thinking if she admitted it was true, folks will blame her and said she should have known and done something. I don't care about none of that, J28. I'm, you know, I know I'm just reading what you said, and I know you're not saying that's how you feel. I could care less about that. Because if it's the truth, it's the truth. And that is the truth, according to Ashley. Trina did know about it, and Trina stopped talking to her because of it. So, yeah, she would rather die on this hill of saying F her niece, and that's crazy to me. That's crazy. You know? Over there in that video looking a hot mess, child. A hot mess. Yes, little sis, this is why so many kids can't even speak up until they grow up into adults. Facts. And same applies when it comes to Ashley. You know? Well, partially. Because she did say something back then and they stopped talking. Well, Trina especially stopped talking to her. And the other family members allegedly wanted her to keep it hush, keep it on the hush hush. You know, so you're right. They hold this stuff in, and sometimes they say something as adults, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just carry it with them until they are no longer here. And it's terrible. Trina, put the bottle down. That's my opinion, because I agree with Brittany Janae. Although she's in the beginning stages of her sister locks, and it makes me want to start my journey over again. I don't think so, because I'll be looking either just like Trina in this here video or just like this. So I don't know, child. I don't know. But yeah, that is disgusting. And Tamar Braxton did, and you guys should see it. Let me remove this comment off the screen. I'm gonna read this, little sis. But Tamar said, wow, shaking my head. Let's see what else they have with this. So the video I just showed you guys was this video, current. And then we'll go back and look at the first one. Shout out again to the Neighborhood Talk. I'm gonna play this one again.
Okay. We'll do one more about in here because I don't know why they said it, but you know, everybody needs to talk to their own. Just because the ones that is their truth doesn't make it the truth.
I don't like Vaughn. You know, I know he got some health issues, and I don't wish anything bad towards anybody, but shut your ass up, because again, you don't know what's true or not. And for you to say it with your chest, it's crazy to me. I get supporting your wife, but you could have just kept your mouth closed, because you weren't there. You weren't married to her. You're not the husband in question. So this is her doubling down. Let's take a look at the first one again.
100% forget what the public says, for real. Okay, I'm going to say this. I cannot negate anyone's feelings in any way, shape, or form. And I will say this. I think that you can never put a time limit on someone's feelings, their emotions, or even their version of what the truth may be to them. But I do wish that the people that were spoken about were able to tell their own version of their story, of their truth, because they're no longer with us.
Again, Vaughn, shut your ass up. Trina, shut your ass up. How about just believing your niece? Is that so hard? How about believing your niece. Why would she lie? Why would she make this up? Why? DG said, this is why victims who have the bravery to come to court still have to convince jurors that they are telling the truth. It's why a lot of them don't come forward at all. Sad but true, sis. Sad but true. Brittany Janae says, Trina's husband look like he don't bathe, child. Just like they lied about how her sister Lauren passed away. They did lie about that. We just found out the truth. Well, I did recently that it was due to, wasn't it a drug overdose? Allegedly, in my opinion. Hey, Indigo, still on your tablet. Oh, will you be on Patreon with us? I hope so. Cece say F Gabe. Ooh, child. Rest in peace, or just rest, or whatever I want to say about it. Straight trash. Hey, Ebony Dancer. Yeah, I don't, look, go ahead and cancel that show to my Patroni Cuties. I'll be over there in about 15 minutes once we end this. We will be watching the season finale of Bell Collective. Shout out to my sis Bridget J, but no ma'am. I suffered through watching the Braxtons yesterday just for Bridget, and it was straight trash. Because now Tamar is refusing to film with them. And yeah, they need her. The whole Trina and Tawanda, they start talking in their little baby voice. Then they dancing and moving around. It's just, Didn't Ashley's stepmom show them the text messages? Lulu, not sure, sis. But what we do know is the daddy put a stop to her telling her truth on Tamar's podcast. So not sure about that, but I'm sure there's proof. And her word for me is enough proof. Unless when it comes to people that come out here and it appears to be a money grab and they suing before they even tell their story and they trying to get a settlement, that's the only time that I may question the accounts of some people. Only thing this girl wanted to do was tell her truth. And they still don't believe her. A mess. The mess. Yeah, a mess. Yes, Tasha. Correct. The granddad hadn't woken up for either. Erica Yvette. What that mean, child? The granddaddy talking about Michael Sr. hadn't woken up for either. Am I reading that correctly? Committed to the Journey said, if I were that gal, I wouldn't be out gallivanting, about. I would be laying low because they are paying attention to everything and every move. Well, she lives in another country, but is that fair? Is that fair, Committed to the Journey? Why does she have to be tucked away and hide out and all of that? I get it. I think I know where you're trying to go as far as something could happen to her. But that's sad. That's sad. You know what I mean? She should be able to live her life exactly how she want to live it, wherever she want to live it, all of the above. That's being held hostage. I don't like that. Hey, Nina Inspires. Good afternoon to you as well, sis. Trina was in the room drunk, child. Yeah, Trina probably didn't know what was going on back then. And now, shit, her and her husband look like they take a sip every couple minutes after they cook and whatever they do over there on their YouTube channel. No problem, sis. You're welcome. She shouldn't just step back and stop talking. She should just step back, stop talking, and just allow Ashley to tell her story. Facts. And that's what Trending said earlier. Trending, my little sis said, her best response maybe would have been no response. Trending just said it in a cleaner way than me. Her big sis said, just shut your ass up. Shut up. We already see this video. You talked about it. Now, whole different outfit, whole different day. You're still talking. Just shut up. Quit trying to invalidate what she's saying. You are not gay. So you can't say what happened, whether you was married to him or not. You know? I tried, little sis. You said it like I should say it, child, but you know your big sis. You know your big sis. He does favor the comedian George Wallace. Let's look at this crazy ass again. We about to get out of here. I got to get over there on Patreon. But look at him and her. Look how she's staring right here, child. They trying to see, because like I said, they like a good drink, child. I ain't mad at them. I'm about to have one for Patreon. But let's take a look. Take a look real quick. Pray for me, little sis.
We'll do one more out in here because I'm gonna get real spot. I don't know why they said it, but everybody entitled to their own. Just because the one says it's their truth doesn't make it the truth.
Yeah, I don't like him. Hey, April, I don't like him. It's not the truth. I can tell you that right now. You can't tell me shit because you wasn't there. Okay. I wish I had a little more time to act a fool because I done got a little upset. I really, really did. And again, let me grab that link again. Continue prayers going up for Ashley Braxton. Kudos to her for coming out and speaking her truth. For finally having the courage to come out and tell her truth in spite of still being treated wrong by the majority of her family. Kudos to Tamar Braxton for standing by her niece's side. You know what I'm saying? And they had us fooled, because Tamar and her dramatics and theatrics and all of that would cause people to say, oh my goodness, there go Tamar again, and she just clowning. But no, Tamar has been telling the truth a whole lot. And those other sisters are just as messy. They just try to put it out there in the forefront, all dressed up with a bow on it. No, including the Toni Braxton. Okay? And it's sick. So I did drop Ashley's YouTube. It's your fault. And I watched to the end just for you. Okay? You lucky I got that Tumblr that I cherish so much. Because I would have been cut that shit off, sis. The end got a little better, when they were flipping through the different scenes, Tamar talking to the guy and Toni and all of them. But child, it was a mess. Trina was peeing outside in a big Bridgerton dress. Her and Tawanda sitting there, Tawanda looking like Marge Simpson, child, with the hair thing on her head. Her husband over there, he had a male hair unit on. I mean, it was just a mess. It was a mess. And I agree, Peach Prince. Tamar acts out because nobody helped her. And let us not forget, Tamar experienced SA by a family member. And has she ever really came out and said who? Because I sure would like to know. I would. But that's my time, guys. We got up to about 170 folks that was here on this Friday evening. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. Deborah H. said, it's shameful Ashley had to leave the country because she felt she had no one. That is why Trina is drinking herself. Ooh, child. You guys can read it. I ain't going to say it. Somebody over there in the comments said, see if I can find that messy comment. They said being male-centered will age the F out of you, won't it? Talking about Trina. But I hope that Ashley is reading the comments over there on Neighborhood Talk, because 98%, if not 100%, they're on her side. They're on her side, And it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, guys, we are on our way to my Patroni Cuties and I. Some of them will be watching Bell Collective and that No Good Negro. I'll put them up on the screen, child. Let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. I may have to play, pause. But we'll be looking at this very, very shortly. You as well, CC. Thank you, sis. Have a blessed weekend. To all of you guys, have a blessed weekend. But this is what we're about to watch. If you are not a Patreon member, the link is in the chat. Feel free to join us. We're watching Potomac Sunday. We may have a free night. Oh no, next Friday, I think we're going to have Cutie Crew members only. Anyway, we'll be back over there on Patreon this coming Sunday and every other Sunday after that, because Married to Medicine will be airing starting November 30th. Couple weeks. Hey sis, happy Friday. That's okay. Look, child, I just be popping in and out, and I'm on here. I'm over Patreon. I'm here, there, everywhere. So I get it. Look, people got lives to live. Okay, but let's take a look at this. Glenn, we, the people, are sick of you. And Leticia, girl, if you don't leave this Negro, I want you guys to take a look. We used to hear about the 10 narcissistic traits a lot back in the day. And yeah, Glenn is one. So take a look.
I think that you're taking into consideration. I put effort into this. I'm trying to surprise you.
My issue is that I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, definitely not. But I've been up every day. If there's a surprise for me, I shouldn't have to be planning my own.
Do you want to do it or not?
Not. You see how he just flipped on her? He want to recommit to her after being caught in yet another cheating scandal, in my opinion. You in the DMs of women after your wife then forgave you, after a chick said she was pregnant. Y'all had to go and get the DNA testing and come to find out the baby wasn't yours. And Negro been embarrassing her since this show started. And he just flipped it on her. Do you want to do it or not? Not gonna take your ass on. That would have been the end of the conversation for me. That's a narc.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Because I can stay home.
Stay your ass home then.
Doesn't matter. You're not the victim here.
If you want to argue,
I'm not arguing. I didn't know. There's a surprise.
Be happy.
A surprise.
Nigga, how I'm supposed to be happy and you embarrassing me every other week? You see how this is gaslighting and a narcissist. I'm going to flip all my actions and everything that I've done on her. I'm recommitting to you and your ass should be happy. So are you coming or not? Baby, I will never give it up, sis. Ain't nothing like peace. Girl, ain't nowhere in the world I'll go through some bullshit with another Negro ever.
Is you pop up happy. And you see stuff.
Be happy.
Now when people are sitting here calling me about a surprise that my husband reaching out at the last minute to do, and I don't know what I'm doing or where.
Now, Letitia, I like Letitia. But people were talking about this. I need her makeup artist to get this together. We can't have her face light and her body a little bit darker. It's okay. She got a beautiful complexion. Stop putting all that makeup on where it's like this. But that's off topic. Let's continue. We gotta go. Lord have mercy.
I'm just asking, what's wrong with people showing up for me like I show up for everybody else? I show up for everybody. And here I am again getting put on the back burner after all I've been through lately.
I don't think.
Girl, it ain't no lately. Girl, it is not no lately. You've been going through this shit since y'all signed up for this show. And he knows that you're going to forgive him. That's why he's still talking to you in that manner. You would think that she was in somebody's DMs and another man called her out, not the other way around. It's time for her to get some balls, baby. I don't know if they doing it for the money or what. Ain't no goddamn way in the world. I'm showing up season after season after season, and your ass been cheating and allegedly cheating, and ain't no way. Who's that? Brittany Janae. Real talk with Grace and Mercy, sis. I looked at, it was an old short of yours, probably 4 months ago, yesterday morning, and it was you praying. Hey, Real Talk with Grace and Mercy. Girl, they on my nerves tonight. They got me over here acting a fool in front of my little sisters that's here, Trina and Sammy. You know I gotta be a good, put on a good impression for them, and you know what I mean. I try, little sis. She want the views. She doesn't care. That's what it is. That's what it is. And yeah, no, we gonna find them views another way. I'll be the one that's out there cheating now. I'm gonna make your ass look like a fool. Okay? If we doing this for the views, we doing this for the money, you about to look like a fool. Ain't no goddamn way I'm be embarrassed every day. And it's true, in my opinion. Look at both of my little sisters, child. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, don't pick up my ways. Don't pick up my ways, okay? I like the both of you just as sweet as you are. Both of them are just so innocent and sweet, child. So don't let me rub off on you at all, okay? You seen me in real life. You did. And right, Trending. Let me go and be the player, okay? Let me let you walk in the door and I'm tooted up, okay? That's about all I can say. I was about to say something else. I'm on YouTube. Yeah, let you bust me now. You bust me. We ain't about to do this. But I don't even think it's that. Honestly, I think it's just real life. And like I said, the man don't respect her. You know, I'll never say that wives shouldn't attempt to forgive these Negroes if something happens. But that don't mean you keep forgiving them. So if they don't properly change their behavior where the shit don't happen again, then yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. You know, so look, shit happens. So, you know, there's people out here that's experienced cheating and the other party got their shit together and they have lived happily ever after. Letitia ain't seen happiness. Hey, Black Butterfly. Oh, see, y'all know I like to cut up. Letitia ain't seen happiness. Every season is tears rolling down her damn cheeks. Every season. And this not gonna happen. Period, point blank. Call me what you want to call me. You ain't gonna continue to call me no goddamn fool. And see, Glenn and start wearing his suits, child. He getting his Martell hold on. He really think he the shit. You know? He really think he's the shiznit. He could care less what she's saying because she ain't never put her foot down, put that Negro out, and said, I'm done. He know he can go over there probably, you know, make sure he do what he needs to do in the bedroom, and she right back, my husband. Girl, bye. Bye. Hey, Neva P. All right, I really have to go because now I only have 10 minutes to set up for Patreon. But I do thank you guys. This was fun. We'll be back over here Sunday night. Join me Sunday night. We will have us a late night Hot Topics live. I'm going out tomorrow. I am. I'm going ahead and go out. But join me Sunday night. Sunday night back over here. Thank you to each and every one of you that joined me. Shout out to my little sisters, Trending, and my little Sammy. Child, what the guy say about Sammy in Vegas? Child, they was on Sammy in Vegas. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, y'all know he getting his Martell hold on, child. Everybody following the Martell blueprint, how to get on TV and embarrass the hell out of your wives. That seems to work for some. But look, Letitia is not a boss like Mel. Mel got on up out of there, baby. Yeah, what we won't do is this. Got on up out of there. Okay. Yeah. All right. You can't stand who, sis. Glenn, Brittany Janae call him Boosie badass child. She call him the fake Boosie badass. All right. Yeah, we were watching the Braxtons, but when we saw Letitia again getting mad at Latrice over some shit that Glenn did, that's when we started watching, which was just last week. It's the damn season finale already. I guess they just don't have the budget, child. No Real Housewives of, what was it? Not Real Housewives. Love and Marriage DC. I don't know if that's gone off completely. I'm not watching Huntsville, period. I did see a clip earlier of Trish talking to Dr. Francis. Child. It's like, take all that bullshit off, okay? Take them off. Oh, yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. We'll play it on our way out the door now so we can hear what he said. Shout out to the cuties that joined me in this live. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a happy weekend. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building. Thank you guys for modding for me. If you didn't hit that like button, please go ahead, hit that like button on your way out. And you guys can hear what was said about my little sis Sammy in Vegas. Pay attention. Take a listen to the Patroni Cuties. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
Shout out to Georgia. Can I get that cutie crew again? Yo, shout out to the cutie crew. Cutie cute. Shout out to the cutie crew. Cutie crew. Shout out to the cutie crew. Cutie crew. Shout out to the cutie crew. Cutie crew. Shout out to the cutie crew. Little mama got some booty too.
That's what he said about Sammy. He said, little mama got some booty too. Booty too. A mess. A mess. Tisha said she was going to raise the baby if it was for Glenn. I think to the women on the cast, they think Glenn is the pick of the litter down there in Jackson. Could be. Could be. And his wife don't want to let him go and spread his wings because she don't want nobody else to have him, but everybody already got him. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Yes, sis. Okay, I have to go for real. I love you guys. Thank you again for joining me, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.